what do you think it could look like if someone didn't take the opportunity to clarify and individuate and use AI collaboratively? Like, what could it look like if someone really just merges with AI? I know there's a performance artist who like literally married AI. She has an AI husband, right? And
I think that's actually already happening, because one thing I noticed, like for a lot of people who had narcissistic parents, is that they didn't get mirrored as a child. They didn't get validated. And then enter this AI who's like the most validating like thing ever, like almost a little bit too much. Like for me as like Scorpio placements, I'm a little bit suspicious. I'm like, but like it does fill this like human need for people, right? And so I think the main thing is to realize exactly what you said, the importance of human relationships. And that's been really hard, because I think the past 5 years have really like done a doozy on even like the way we relate to each other. Like people are just more distrustful. They're like in this kind of like us versus them. Like, are you vaccinated? Are you not vaccinated? Do you support Trump? Like there's all this like sussing out, and like, I forget what who said it, but this like the social trust has eroded basically. So we have to create this ourselves. Like we have to start creating like spaces where we can connect to other people, where we can even see the value of that, rather than just getting into this narcissistic, mirroring relationship with AI who tells us everything we want to hear. Human relationships are not going to be like that. They're going to be messy. You're going to have disagreements, but you don't have this like a potential for like co-regulation with your nervous system like you do with a human with AI. And this is going to create a real lack. So I think that if people are relatively self-aware and connected to their bodies, they'll eventually realize that there is a lack there. And so hopefully that will draw them towards, more human relationships and trying to navigate, this new world that we all find ourselves in. And then there's people who will just further disassociate. They'll go into denial. They'll make AI into like their new God. And I think, when the whole opportunity for like a microchip comes to their brain, like they're going to be totally like, I do think there is two radically different timelines happening with people, and people are going to get further disassociated into this whole AI, and I'm not anti-AI, but they're just going to almost get into this synthetic reality, disconnected from the true self, disconnected from their higher self, and using AI as a replacement for that. Because still, like, people are literally treating AI as like this crazy guru who knows everything, right? But it doesn't actually, like, your true self connected to God is actually the ultimate guru. So you're outsourcing one of the most important aspects of your spiritual development to a machine, which is really dangerous, actually, because these machines are also ideologically programmed. They can only repeat what's already been said. And, as I wrote about in my article, Rudolf Steiner talks about imagination, inspiration, intuition are essential for spiritual development. Like, humans imagining things and creating something about what they imagine is what really changed the world. But if AI is doing all our imagining for us, like, what is the role of like a human soul in the evolution of consciousness? Like, are we really going to just hand it over to this machine-like existence? And, I think that we are really at a crux. Like, I don't know how it's going to pan out. We're going to see in the next 20 years, but I really think that we are going to see some like Frankenstein type stuff coming with Pluto and Aquarius, and is really going to accelerate. And there's also going to be people being like, I want to return to like what it was like in the 90s. I want to have like I was even thinking like, third spaces where you just used to like hang out at someone's porch, right? Like these kinds of things need to kind of make a comeback, right? And so we're kind of like, I think it's getting really like kind of severe and extreme, because we need to kind of realize how like dangerous it could be and start returning back to just being human beings.